Australia, we're back with an investigation that's going to change how you shop for bread. We spent weeks analyzing ingredient lists, tracing corporate ownership, and comparing what Aussies pay versus what we actually get from those loaves at Woolworths and Coles. What we found genuinely shocked us. Brands marketed as village bakery, artisan, and even organic are manufactured in the exact same industrial facilities using the exact same chemical additives as the cheapest white bread on the shelf. We found preservatives banned across Europe being used in unlimited amounts in Australian bread. We traced 3 corporations controlling over 75% of the packaged bread market, charging Aussies 40 to 60% more than other wealthy countries. Today, we're exposing the 8 bread brands you need to stop buying and showing you the 2 options that actually deserve your money. Stick around, the last option is the best of them all. But first, if you're sick of being lied to by fancy packaging, smash that subscribe button. We're building a community of Aussies who refuse to be tricked at the checkout. Right, let's expose these brands. Most bread in Australia isn't made by real bakers. It's manufactured in massive industrial facilities owned by 3 corporations: George Weston Foods, Goodman Fielder, and Associated British Foods. They use the Corleywood method, a high-speed process that turns flour into packaged bread in just 3.5 hours. To make this work, they pump in emulsifiers derived from palm oil and petroleum products, numbered 471, 472E, and 481. Preservatives like calcium propionate, 282, sorbic acid, and acetic acid. Australia allows 15 additives that are banned or restricted across Europe. No limits on how much they can use. Aussies pay 40 to 60% more for bread than other wealthy countries, while these corporations post profit margins between 400 and 600%. Brands that look different on the shelf are often from the same factories, using the same chemical formulations. Let's expose the worst offenders. Brand number 1 to avoid, Tip Top. Owned by George Weston Foods, Tip Top contains sorbic acid, acetic acid, and emulsifiers, 471, 472E, and 481, derived from palm oil and petroleum. This formulation wouldn't meet European food safety standards. Consumer complaints include chemical smells like acetone, aerated dough making loaves look bigger but containing less product, and declining quality. Price, $3 to $4.50 at Woolworths and Coles. You're paying for chemical preservation and marketing, not nutrition. This next brand tricks Aussies with premium positioning. Brand number 2, Helga's. Marketed as premium with European-style packaging, but it's owned by Goodman Fielder and made in the same industrial facilities as Wonder White. The main preservative is calcium propionate, 282, linked to gut inflammation and behavioral changes in children. Despite the $5 to $6 price tag, it contains emulsifiers 471, 472E, and 481, same as budget brands. You're paying $2 to $3 more for premium branding while getting the same chemical formulation. Premium positioning masking industrial production. This next brand is even more deceptive. Brand number 3, Abbott's Village Bakery. The name suggests a small village bakery. Reality? Owned by George Weston Foods, manufactured in the same facilities as Wonder White. Same owner, same additives, same preservatives. Contains emulsifiers 471 and 481, just with rustic packaging and a $1.50 to $2 price premium. Consumer complaints include mold before use-by dates and shrinking loaf sizes. When you buy a $5 loaf of Abbott's, you're funding one of the biggest food conglomerates in the Southern Hemisphere. Corporate deception at its finest. This next brand uses organic to mislead. Brand number 4, Woolworths Macro Organic. Green packaging, wholesome imagery, organic prominently displayed. Here's the truth. Only the wheat flour is organic. Everything else is conventional. Ingredients include vegetable oils, wheat gluten, preservatives, and emulsifiers including calcium propionate, 282. Pricing, $5.50 to $6.50 per loaf. You're paying extra for organic wheat flour while still consuming conventional emulsifiers, oils, and chemical preservatives. This is greenwashing, using organic to create a health halo while the ingredient list tells a different story. Wait until you see this mass-market brand. Brand number 5, Wonder White. Owned by Goodman Fielder, one of Australia's biggest sellers and most complained about brands. Contains 46% more sugar than light rye alternatives, 21% more sodium. Consumer complaints: mold 8 slices deep, black contamination, metallic taste lasting days, dry crumbly texture. Contains emulsifiers 471 and 481. While claiming no artificial preservatives, they use cultured wheat flour and vinegar, still extending shelf life unnaturally. Price: $3 to $4. You're buying air and chemicals marketed as nutrition. This next brand surprises people. Brand number 6, Baker's Delight Premium Lines. Marketed as fresh bread baked daily by local bakers. Reality: stores receive frozen dough from central industrial facilities. They thaw and bake it. Fresh smell but not made there, assembled there. Cape Seed line contains vegetable oil, wheat gluten, sugar, cultured wheat flour, emulsifiers, and calcium propionate 282. Price: $5 to $7. You're paying artisan prices for factory bread with a fresh baked facade. This next brand hides behind health claims. Brand number 7, Mighty Soft. Another Goodman Fielder brand. Contains emulsifiers 471 and 481, vinegar as preservative. Removed synthetic 282 from some varieties but replaced it with cultured wheat flour and acetic acid, alternative preservation methods. Price: $3 to $4. Stays soft for 7 to 10 days. Not natural, it's chemical. Real bread goes stale within 2 to 3 days. This final brand uses wholesome marketing deceptively. Brand number 8, Bergen. Marketed as healthier European-style bread with seeds. Reality: owned by Goodman Fielder, produced in industrial facilities with the same chemical additives. Contains emulsifiers, cultured wheat flour, vegetable oils, multiple processing aids. Seeds create a health halo. Price: $4.50 to $6. Seeds don't erase emulsifiers. Grains don't cancel preservatives. Now let's talk about spotting bad bread instantly. How to spot bad bread in 15 seconds. Check 1. Count ingredients. More than 8. Put it back. Check 2. Numbers 280, 281, 282, 283. Put it back. These preservatives are linked to gut inflammation. Check 3. Multiple emulsifiers, 471, 472E, 481. Heavy processing. Put it back. Check 4. Best before date more than 5 days away. Chemical preservation. Real bread goes stale in 2 to 3 days. Check 5. Sodium over 500 milligrams per 100 grams. Put it back. Check 6. Manufacturer says Goodman Fielder or George Weston Foods. Industrial duopoly. Check 7. Under $3 claiming premium. Lying. Subscribe to Aussie Store Insider. Corporations don't want you decoding their labels. Like this video to help other Aussies. Now the 2 options that are actually better. After exposing those deceptive brands, what should Aussies actually buy? Option 1. True independent artisan bakeries, genuine local sourdough bakeries, Sonoma, Infinity Bakery, Iggy's Bread, or neighborhood European bakeries. Real bakers using traditional methods. Ingredient list: flour, water, salt, wild yeast. 4 ingredients. No emulsifiers, no preservatives, no numbers. Bread goes stale within 2 to 3 days because there are no chemicals. Price: $8 to $12 per loaf, worth every cent. Option 2. Homemade bread. The absolute best option is bread you make yourself. Bread maker, $80 to $200 at Kmart or Big W. Flour, $3 to $5 per kilo. Cost per loaf, $150 to $250. You control everything. No emulsifiers, no preservatives, no petroleum additives. Growing your own sourdough starter eliminates the industrial system. It's not easy. Maintaining a starter requires weekly feeding. Baking takes practice, but nutritionally, it exposes the truth. Bread was never meant to be a factory product with 2-week shelf life. Drop your sourdough tips in the comments. Let's build a community opting out of industrial bread. Good bread exists, but bad bread is more profitable. Remember, good bread exists, but bad bread is more profitable. Preservatives extend shelf life, boosting margins. Emulsifiers cut production time, slashing costs. Chemical softness creates repeat purchases. 3 corporations control 75% of Australia's packaged bread. They use 15 additives banned in Europe. They charge Aussies 40 to 60% more. Profit margins up to 600%. If you haven't watched our T Brands expose, check it out. Premium brands sourcing from the same factories as budget brands. What should we investigate next? Coffee, cereals, or yogurt? Comment below. Subscribe to Aussie Store Insider. Turn on notifications. We reveal what stores don't tell you. Read ingredient lists, question branding, stop trusting the front of the package. Thanks for watching, Australia. Stay informed, shop smarter, and we'll see you in the next one.